Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome to the 75th episode of the Korea podcast. I'm your host, Jack. Tonight we're located at a campsite here in South Korea. I'm talking about camping in Korea. And Lucy was going to join me. She's sitting next to me, but unfortunately she's not feeling too genki. She got a bee sting last night and her leg is not doing very well. It's swollen severely and that's a bummer. And she's feeling bummed out. But I thought maybe tonight I can take you around and show you a bit of the campsite of what camping looks like in South Korea. Because Korea is a very small country, things get pretty jammed up and it's pretty difficult to find campsites that are kind of tucked away from society and secluded. And there isn't a lot of space. The small country Korea is with a lot of people. So it's very difficult to find a place that's away from everyone. And so whenever there is a campsite you find that campsites are usually very crammed with tents. People basically building their own camping cities, and it's not something that I guess North Americans would be used to. Like the camping in South Korea is very different from camping back home. When I go camping in Winnipeg, the campsites in Winnipeg are massive. They're usually back in the woods somewhere, and your campsites are somewhere in a forest usually, and usually separated or away from other campsites. In Korea, it's very different. So the place we're at, I can take you and show you. The place we're at, right behind us. So this is our tent right here. That's our tent. Here's our tent, and that's a tent right behind us, right there. My daughter is just blowing smoke at us, right here.
Oh my!
I know. Yeah. There's Molly with her smoke flamethrower.
I'm Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I'm Harry Potter.
Yeah, right. You're Molly Potter.
Then I'm Liam Potter.
Yeah, that's right. Let me take you around a little bit and show you what a campsite looks like in Korea. So the entrance to the place is just up ahead. Oh, pardon me, there on the side, that's my tripod. Not my tripod, okay. So that's the entrance right there. These are the washrooms and just around that side, that's where the river is. And there's tents. And basically there's just one road that leads down the path, and on each side of this place there are tents. It's 10 o'clock here, so some people seem to be going to bed. Actually, I'm pretty conquered myself. Conked. You can hear the rush of water next to me. On the right, there's the parking lot. On the left, or the tents, is the camping area. There's another part of this camping that I haven't seen yet, quite frankly, so we could trek over and have a look what that's like. But it's the same. This is a little store, I guess, and a restaurant. And it continues. It's somebody's property. So basically somebody rents this property. There's some washing sinks, as there should be for a camping ground. And there's a nice little bit of a campsite too. Ooh, with a noisy water rushing through. And that's it. All right. That's it. That's the tour of the campsite. It's pretty full. This particular one costs, I think, 50,000 won per campsite. Some people book 2, so they can park their car next to their tent. Most people only have 1 site, which is what we have as well.
근데 나가 하자.
That's it, we're almost back at our tent. And I myself have noticed that not one person is wearing a mask anymore. At least not here. Here's Mali burning wood, sun tanning in the fire. Yeah. Yes? It's a lot of smoke. But that's basically it. That's camping in South Korea. Oh, this is good light. That makes for good light. That's camping in South Korea. In the city, when you go into the city, there's still lots of people wearing lots of masks. But out here, not so much, it seems. Most people are pretty comfortable just walking around without masks. COVID-19 seems to have been stomped out pretty well. I think there were only a few cases reported just yesterday or so. And they were, I think, mainly up in the Seoul area. So things are looking good in terms of the coronavirus here. And I guess people are feeling safe enough to venture out and go camping. Camping and stuff like that, tents are pretty expensive here in South Korea. If you want to get a very nice, good setup for camping, you can drop about $1,000 and get a massive tent with all the amenities, plates and burners and all that stuff. Our tents, the new fashion is the pop-up tents. That's what we have. We've got 2 of those pop-up tents. Basically, they fold into these giant circles, which are convenient to open up, because basically you just take them out of the bag and they pop up into the shape that they are, and then you have to kind of fold them and bend them and they disappear. So that's good. Today is Sunday, I realize, so that's not even like a podcasty time, but since I announced it, it's already happening. and possibly this may be a very, very short projection, but I'm thinking of having live streams every day for the week, just for the heck of it, because why not? Because we'll be out here, and so I think the Living Korea podcast will be uploading, or the Living Korea channel will be uploading live videos every day for the next week, because we'll be out and about, and so we can share some live stuff, and then of course after vacation there'll be videos posted as well. I saw a lady praying just now. That's a lot of smoke. 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I've run out of things to say. I don't know what else I can share with you. We're just outside of Ulsan. It's called in a valley called Benekol. It took us a little while to get here. Yeah, it's very quick. Like I said, it's about 50,000 won for a campsite. So we booked it for 3 nights. It's 150,000 won. All campsites have access to electricity. So if you bring your stuff, you can bring. We have an extension cord, and we're charging our phones, so you get access to electricity and all that stuff. Pretty convenient. The only inconvenient thing is that it's a different form of camping, not like the stuff you used to back home in North America or wherever. Good plums.
Are we using this tomorrow?
Yes.
I'm not burning it.
Okay. Indeedio. Okie dokie. I think I'll leave it at that. This will be the shortest Korea podcast ever. We'll see you tomorrow for another live. If you're watching this video after recording, which I assume you are, because there's nobody watching it right now, so make sure to hit one of those. Follow us if you want to see more. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.